When I tell people that I don't have BPD anymore, some people get really angry about it. This is day 25 of 30 of finally being honest as someone who's recovered from BPD. And honestly, I get it, because back when I actively had BPD, anytime anybody said that they could recover and no longer qualify and move on with life, I would get really, really angry. If you'd asked me at the time, I probably would have said I was mad because they were spreading misinformation, giving people false hope, but really it was about my identity. I had made BPD a fundamental part of my identity. And the idea that it could be possible to get to a point where that label didn't really accurately describe me anymore was terrifying. I mean, for one thing, I had gotten so used to looking at myself through the lens of BPD, I didn't even know, who am I without it? The more confronting part was, if the BPD label no longer applies to me, and I do something that hurts somebody or I make a mistake, does that mean that I am just a horrible person? But then I noticed I was using it as a shield in relationships. When a conversation or a disagreement would get out of control, I would say things like, well, I have BPD. And I'm not trying to say that, oh, BPD is just an excuse, right? Like, changing your behavior is legitimately hard. BPD is a real reason why interpersonal struggles are hard. It's just that for me, at some point, I had to realize when things got to a head, when things got hard, instead of taking ownership for what I was doing wrong, I would default to, well, I have this disorder, so therefore the implication is they should do something differently so that I don't react like this. And there is a piece of that, right? Like, having people help me has been an important part of my journey. It's just that making BPD a part of my identity that way ultimately held me back. And how I got from there to here, first, instead of saying, well, I have BPD, I try to be very clear about what's happening. For example, if I was really emotionally dysregulated, I might say, I am having a really hard time thinking clearly right now, describing what is going on. That was really helpful, because then that actually gave other people something to work with. Instead of coming across as like, oh, I have BPD, so you figure it out. It was kind of like, this is where I'm at. Can you help me? And then now, getting to the point where the label really doesn't apply to me anymore, I realize that, yeah, if I make a mistake, it is on me. But it actually always was. And I know that people really don't want to hear this, but at least for me, it was true that my resistance to losing the label didn't have anything to do with whether it was possible or not, but because I didn't want to let go of my shield.